This is NBA basketball right here on 2K Sports.
Here we go.
With Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce is our reporter. Here's Dimon. From the wing, Porter's shot is off. After 2 consecutive first-round exits, the Magic now looking to take the next step, Clark.
You know, B.A., making the playoffs was the first step for this young core. And now that they have some experience, they've added some talent, too. So they're determined to continue to progress towards championship contending status.
To the middle. Thomas with a steal. Down low. And then Porter with the dunk.
Boy, the size, the vertical, the explosiveness, Porter Jr. has all the tools to throw it down.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good.
Ammonia strong, we call that. Wear that rim out.
And down it goes. 2 points.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Bane gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Yo, what an aggressive take from Bane. So confident on these drives.
To the paint. Here's Wolf. And he goes in for the dunk.
That's why you keep your head up. If the assist is there, you can pounce.
It's tipped.
And Porter Jr.'s teammates and coaches love when he hustles. When he does, he makes an impact on D.
Back to Thomas. And Brooklyn again with a bucket.
He's a potent mix of effort and ability. Hard to shut down a player of his caliber.
Some room here for Bane. That doesn't go either for Bane. Porter looks it over. Pass to Dimon. There's a screen. Here's Wolf. 6 on the shot clock. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they've pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the picks and flexibility to make moves.
Oh, Banchero throws it down.
Ooh, getting up there. I mean, Banchero wants everyone to know he's a threat to hammer it down.
To the inside. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
Suggs outside. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
A physical guard, Suggs, loves working inside. He doesn't back away from the paint at all.
Outside man. The drive. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
And stolen by Bane. Thomas with a steal. 50. Oh, my goodness!
Disrespectful. Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
And, guys, I know there are a lot of questions right now defensively for this team. There's no doubt about that.
Inside, from behind the arc. Drops in the 3. Thomas has got 7 points in the game.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Banchero outside. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Back to Bane. The 3 is up. Rebound Brooklyn.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Gets it up. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted very few possessions. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
I really like how they're knifing inside with confidence, exploiting any openings they see in the defense, taking advantage.
Williams from long range. The rebound by Carter. Magic trail by 8. Here's Banchero. Boom! Banchero!
Yes, sir. Paolo Banchero rising up and throwing it down, folks.
Outside, Williams. To the inside. Here's Claxton. And Claxton throws it down.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league.
Boy, he makes it look easy. He is an absolutely imposing finisher around the rim.
And Wagner gets it to go. Well, Clark, players sometimes talk about the game slowing down as they gain experience.
Well, it's the benefit of experience, understanding situations, having gone through various situations as you get more engaged in the league over time. The more you understand where you're supposed to be, usually you can get there on time or early, and you're more reactive versus thinking.
Claxton can't get it to go. And so it's Banchero who brings it up for Orlando. They trail by 6. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey, well, Paolo Banchero has the Seattle skyline tattooed on his shoulder, and he says guys from there naturally have a chip on our shoulder because we feel like we're not seen as much as some of the other places around the country. Being born and raised, my mom and dad from there, it's in my blood. Back to you.
A lot of pride in his hometown. Thanks a lot, Allie. Williams on the wing. Porter from outside. Controls the rebound and the putback. And now an 8-point Brooklyn lead.
Just an absolute force on the glass. He was not going to be denied.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. The Magic making a switch here.
Number 35.
Here's Orlando. Well, it's hard to stop a 6'10 wing who can handle and play through contact. And the Magic have 2 of them, Grant.
Yeah, the numbers remarkably similar for Paolo Banchero and Franz Wagner. Banchero is stronger and more of a rebounder, but both of them are stars.
Brooklyn shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. And the 2nd free throw is good. Magic trail by 9. Payne surveying the D. Rebounded by the Nets. To the middle. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And Williams punches it home.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Suggs outside. They need this. Here's Banchero. Porter pulls it in. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Dimon.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Outside for Porter. There's the triple. It's rebounded by Banchero. Wagner outside. 1:43 left to play in the half. 14 feet away. Can't hit. 1 for 2 now.
Relatively open from mid-range. You'd like to see that one go down.
Back to Williams. To the paint. Pass to Mann. No good with a layup. Magic trail by 11. Suggs outside. 1:09 left in the first half. And the ball out of play, the Nets will have it. And so the timeout by Jordi Fernandez here. He's going to talk it over with his guys. Both teams will make substitutions. Nets leading by 11. Right side man takes the three. Good efficiency. He's drained 4 out of 5.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Out to the right wing. Down low.
Brooklyn foul call. Yes. First personal foul. First team foul.
51 seconds left to the second period. Here's Banchero. Ooh, nothing falling for them right now. Fires the three. The rebound by Carter. Inside. Aggressive in the lane. Banchero.
He can play big and tough. I mean, Banchero bangs his way in.
Pass to Dimon. Back to Porter. Now here's Thomas. That one drops, and it comes off an assist from Porter.
3 points.
Thomas has got 10.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on.
Here's Dimon. It could go. No good. Misses at the buzzer. And we finished off one half of play. Nets out in front. They lead by 13. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second.
Absolutely flying. Look at Suggs using those hops to jam it home.
Pass to Dimon on the wing man. Gets the three to fall. He's got 12.
D there, guys, was pretty much non-existent. I mean, you can't leave a good shooter like that open.
And the shot goes in.
Doing what he can to help shrink the deficit, but it has to be a team effort.
Well, when you need a bucket late in games, Franz Wagner seems to be your guy, Clark.
Yeah, he's made a name for himself as a fourth quarter producer. I mean, time and time again, Wagner has made a big play at both ends of the floor to help his team late. And that's how you become a clutch performer.
And it's good for 2.
Assisted by
Here's Suggs.
Michael Porter.
He's got 6. To the inside. Carter. And it's slammed in by Carter.
No margin for error that time. Big time slam from big man Carter Jr.
Outside man. Outside for Porter. 6 to shoot. Thomas outside. From deep. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep. And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic. 15-point game. For the finish. And the big dunk at the end of the break.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
Here's Carter. Oh, nice finish from the low block. That one's good. Carter's gotten 4 this quarter. And then Porter with the dunk.
Just an incredible display of power. He attacked the rim with both hands.
Most definitely. That was a thunder dunk. Wow.
Yeah, for sure. That was a take no chances, take no prisoner slam right there, guys.
Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And it's Orlando with a rebound. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Jamal Mosley is doing a tremendous job for the Magic, and the players gravitate to his approach. He said, quote, "Coaching is teaching, and you can't teach yelling and screaming and hollering. You teach with communication and positivity, because that's how I think a lot of these guys will actually register it." Guys, back to you.
A new school approach. Thank you, Allie. The three. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Porter.
Well, he just didn't make the catch, didn't look the ball into his hands. He must have thought the ball was going somewhere else.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. Magic trail by 17. Wagner with it, and it's Mann picking him up. The three from Bane. Orlando again missing.
That is not the shot you need to be looking for when you're trying to break out of a slump.
Hits the trifecta. Mann's got 9 points now in the second half.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And you know what? It's all about the long distance game for him tonight. He's getting it done from out there.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points while the other guys struggle to keep up.
It's Thomas on the wing. 12 points for him. Launches it. Can't hit that one. Banchero in the post. They get back on track. The jump hook. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Welcome, sports fans. Thanks for joining us. It's the NBA on 2K Sports with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson. This is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines tonight, Allie LaForce. Jazz fans are making noise. We're in Salt Lake City, Utah. One thing to watch tonight, RJ, both these teams are great passing the ball. They really rack up the assists.
These are the type of teams you want to play for because you know what? If you pass it, the ball will find you again.
Here's Booker following the three-pointer by Utah. The three. Filipowski grabs the board. It's stolen by Green. Pass to Brooks. Back to Dunn. Utah with the rebound. Now George. And here's Markkanen. Brooks covering. Back to Markkanen. Here's Hendricks. Nice ball movement by Utah. Just 4 to shoot. And again, it's the Jazz from deep.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
4 And maybe more than any team in the West, GA, the Jazz, really committing to the rebuild.
Well, in the West, it seems like you got 13 or 14 teams all trying to win now, and it just doesn't work that way. So it's not just about talent, it's also about timing.
Looking around the NBA, Devin Booker, GA, is as good as any two-guard out there.
Obviously, we know how Devin scores it, but what I love, he also can run your offense, and he gives good effort defensively.
Here's Green, following the bucket by the Jazz. Markkanen pulls it in. Outside, George lays it up off the glass. George has got his second bucket.
And nice touch inside. George can finish from all three levels.
And here's Booker from the arc. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Puts the D in a tough spot when you have a point guard who can throw it down.
He really does, GA. He really does put pressure on him.
Yeah, hard to strategize for a guy who can make a pass or a play like this right in your face.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. And so George will bring it up for Utah. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Lauri Markkanen is a 7-footer with touch, but he can also attack off the dribble. Referencing comparisons to Dirk Nowitzki, he said, quote, when someone hits a fadeaway jumper, they say, that's the Dirk. Maybe someday I'll get the drag step to be called the Lauri. Kevin, back to you.
Ooh, that's a sweet move, too. All right, Allie, thank you for the report.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Now here's Markkanen. Still yet to score. 2 on the clock. Mykhailiuk from beyond the arc and then some.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And here's Booker from the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
He doesn't shoot from the corner 3 often, but Booker looked fearless sending that one up.
Here's Hendricks from outside off the mark. Suns trailing. And here's Booker from the arc. Gets in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
And this is the game plan for him. He's a big part of their floor space.
Yeah, you got to know where he is at all times, especially when he's roaming around the perimeter ready to fire.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
No good from Booker. Utah with the ball. Out to the right wing. A 3. And another 3 for Utah.
And from three-point range, guys, he has hit the ground running. What a first quarter.
Booker looking around. From downtown, another 3 for Phoenix.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Jazz lead.
Phoenix, 21.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for Utah.
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
Utah leading. And it's Bailey in the corner. Jacks up a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Bailey's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Jazz.
There's no question Bailey can score from anywhere. The defense cannot allow this guy to run free.
To the paint. Here's Malawach. Here's Booker. The rebound by Anderson. Jazz leading by 5. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And that's one of the things Nurkic does so well. Absorb contact and still be in control.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Well, Richard, it's definitely become a shooter's league. The ability to knock down threes now becoming pivotal.
Oh, I think it's fascinating to see the skills evolve and the game change. Even if, as someone who was a shooter later in his career, I feel a little bit left out.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. And it's Utah's ball. They lead by 4. Here's Collier. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you can give up some size, but that shows you how fearless he is, willing to attack the basket no matter who is in front of him.
Second quarter of action, about a minute and a half played. Pass to Markkanen. And Markkanen with a slam.
And how about the hops there by Markkanen? He knows not many guys can block that shot. Good at getting that deep post position.
For 3, Booker. Booker nails the 3. So confident.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Markkanen down low. Nurkic with it. Malawach grabs the miss. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. For 3, Booker. Another 3 for Phoenix.
A reliable three-point sniper. I like seeing Booker connect from downtown.
Richard, as a Phoenix native, who would you say is the greatest player in Suns history?
Oh, there's a round mound that comes to my mind, but I have to go with the MVP Steve Nash, who won it twice. But there's still a case for Devin Booker, but he's still adding to it.
The drive by Booker. Down it drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
I like how sudden Booker can be on the drive, charging into a gap before the defense sees it's there.
And he gets the bucket.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. We've got 1:48 left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Booker. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Booker's got 28.
Make no mistake, Devin Booker is a shooter. If he sees a chance, he is going to take it.
And George, here we go. And it's George finishing it off.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Pass to Hendricks. And stolen by Dunn. Near the three-point line, it's Booker. Utah with the rebound. Here's Hendricks. Jazz passing it around. Just 5 on the clock. And that one is stuffed right through.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
He rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Booker outside. That's a good one. They set the screen. They grab their own miss. Dunn. And he uses the glass on the layup. Dunn's got 5 now.
That's a blue-collar bucket right there. Grown man basket. Put in the work. Got a second chance to score.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Jazz out in front, up 4. Live from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching 2K Sports. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. And George with the stuff.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
Booker outside. Pass to Malowacz. Booker outside. Here's the 3. Trains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got 31.
And we've kind of come to expect this performance from Booker every night. His scoring is just that consistent.
Out left to the wing. Here's Malowacz. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it. And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in.
Number 15.
Pass to Filipowski. Kicks it out to Markkanen. Stolen by Brooks. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Over George. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Utah. It's a one-point game. And last season, Greg, Devin Booker became the Phoenix Suns' all-time leader. Score.
Yeah, he passed Hall of Famer Walter Davis to achieve that feat. And Booker is a guy that wants to be a Sun for life. So I expect him to break even more franchise records.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. That's good from Filipowski. Suns trail by 4. Out to Brooks. Pass to Booker. Down low. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
The defense expects Booker to find his own shot, but he gives it away off that pick and roll.
And Markkanen throws it down.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Inside, here's Williams. Pass to Malowacz. To the inside. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
And guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatic.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Pass to Filipowski. Nifty move.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this. You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up, oh yeah, you're done.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
No doubt. That's the kind of play that can energize the whole team, and they will take it in a close game like this.
And so the timeout by Will Hardy here. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. The Suns making a switch here. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. The Jazz working the ball around now. Kicks it out to Love. Pass to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Collier. And it comes off the front of the rim. The Suns trailing. Booker outside. To the middle. Here's Dunn. And Dunn with the slam.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Pass to Collier. Here's Mikhailiuk. Hits the three-point bomb. Mikhailiuk got 17 now. Third quarter here and 5 lead changes so far.
And guys, neither team has been able to pull away.
People first think of Booker as an outside shooter, but he does a lot of his work in the lane.
Collier, that's good.
He took it right to the rack, and there's no one that can stop him.
Now Green. Nothing on the board. Pass to Booker. Can he keep it going? Not going to go that time. And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Just a terrific game so far. Jazz lead by 2. And time for the short break. Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Out to Brooks. Outside, Green. His three-pointers off the mark. The Jazz with the lead. Pass to Collier. Now Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. To the paint. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. That one goes in. And the Jazz lead by 4.
A big reason why Bailey went high in the draft. He's a guy who can score without dominating the ball.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when you're talking about a game down the stretch.
Diversified scoring in this one for them.
I love when everyone can get involved, a full team effort.
Pass to Collier. Back to Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. Brooks covering. Here's Collier. Shot's good by Filipowski.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Here's Booker. Booker going to work inside.
And how about the grit and determination in the post? I mean, essential qualities to have late in a close game.
Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. Here's Markkanen. Missed on the 3. Booker outside. To tie it up. He drills the 3.
ICE. Ice. He has absolutely absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
And Will Hardy is called timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. And Phoenix making a change here. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
I was able to listen in on what Will Hardy was going over with his team. He tried to loosen the tension a little, asking his guys, are we having fun? I know I am. Just relax out there and follow the game plan. We've got this.
All right, Allie, thank you so much for that. Here's Markkanen. George fires. Down he goes for three.
And developing that three-ball shot, George is putting in the work now.
Outside Booker.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Buries the jumper.
2 minutes.
Check out Booker rising to meet the challenge. He wants so badly to deliver for his team.
Now Markkanen. For three. And there's the three.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Man, this has been a fun one, but look, who doesn't love a high-scoring game?
Booker responds. Booker, big time.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Man, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. And that's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Here's George. It's stolen by Green.
That's what we call intelligent defense. Just put himself in a position to make a play on that kickout.
Booker up top. Clock at 6. To take the lead. That one is off. Here's McKayla. Markkanen outside. And he misses the first one. Boy, he wanted that one to fall. And he misses the second one as well, so he is 0 for 2 that time. Booker goes up. The rim rattler, making no mistake.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
And he commits the intentional foul. So the first one drops, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And Will Hardy calls timeout here. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. And what's their best move at this point?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 3-point game.
Looking to tie it up with a big triple.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
Knocks down the 3.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust.
Substitution on the court.
For the win! And regulation now complete. We will go to overtime. from Vivint Smart Home Arena. You're watching. And now we get set for overtime in what has been a stirring contest.
Here we go.
Whoops, anticipated the pass. Turnover. Oh, what a play inside.
And talk about putting some extra on it. That dunk was way over the top.
Close game or not, he's going to finish firm when he gets the space. And here's Booker. 5 on the clock. Shoots the 3. No good there. Utah leading. Here's Hendricks. Now Markkanen. Cleared away by Brooks.
2 minutes remaining in overtime. 2 minutes.
Booker left side.
Outstanding initiative from Booker. Terrific at earning these calls inside.
First team foul. The line for the seconds.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And so he hits both.
And in a close game like this, they can really rely on him to take care of business at the line.
George got it to go off the glass.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Booker! The 3 goes down.
Yeah, clearly a defensive lapse there. He is automatic from deep if you're going to leave him that wide open. Big time mistake.
Lebowski with it. Here's Hendricks. Rattler's a 3. Cleared away by Brooks. And so here's Phoenix. It's a 1-point game. Outside Booker. And so it looks like the Suns will retain possession here.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
That's fine. You love the effort, not making things easy for the opposition on offense.
A great pass leads him right to the rack.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's George.
And they still have a foul to give at this point.
It's Booker.
And no secret here, guys. They've got to get a 3 if we're going to get yet another overtime.
Done attacking.
While he's a bit undersized for a 4, he more than makes up for it with his bounce.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet. And an intentional foul right there. First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. And so he drops them both. It's a 3-point game. And timeout called by Jordan Ott. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
And if you can get a 3, shoot it. Otherwise, get the quick 2 and a foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point, so I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
Allen surveying the D. Now Booker launches it and get the 3, and that's an intentional foul. He doesn't hit the first, and that was the one they really wanted. He's got one more, though. And he ends up making the